Debunking More Myths About Nutrition, Part 2. Welcome back to the Marcus All Good Show. I appreciate everybody watching and listening. And if you subscribe to it on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, I really appreciate it. And if you're watching on YouTube, I really appreciate it. I put 2 different versions out on YouTube. I put the video version and also the audio version out on there. And for some reason, the audio version gets better. I don't know if that says something about my look, about my face. I don't know. But it does a little better. So we're going to keep putting both out there and see which one works best. Last week, we talked about 5 different nutrition bunks that we did. This week, we're going to finish it up with 5 more. And number 6, going off last week, let's just go with number 1. Detox diets are necessary to purify the body. This one drives me bonkers. Anybody sends me a text message or I see on Facebook about to do a 3-day juice cleanse, about to do a vegetable cleanse, about to do any kind of cleanse, it like shudders in my bones about how bad it is for you. The idea that one must follow specific detox diets to cleanse the body of toxins is a prevalent myth. It's in reality, the human body is incredibly efficient at removing toxins on its own. Thanks to the liver, kidneys, lungs, and skin, these organs work continuously to eliminate unwanted substances without the aid of a detox diet. Most detox diets promote temporary solutions that can lead to dehydration, nutrient deficiencies, and other health issues. Instead, maintaining a balanced diet rich in fiber, drinking plenty of water, and regular physical activity are helpful ways to support the body's natural detoxification process. I've said it for years that the body, you don't have to do a detoxification, anything, because your body's going to do it for you. A lot of people do it because they've, been eating bad for 6 months or, the past 2 months. They're like, oh, I'm going to do a detox diet just to rid myself of everything. And then I'm going to jump back on the wagon and go back to what, eating clean. It's not how that's not how it works. All you did is just starve yourself for 3 days. Made yourself feel bloated. All you did is played a mental game on yourself. Can I make it through this 3-day diet of just drinking juice or just drinking vegetables? It's crazy what people will do to think they're going to lose weight and jumpstart their metabolism and get it going. That leads us into myth number 7. You need to eat every 2 hours to keep your metabolism high. False. That is definitely not what it is. This myth suggests that frequent small meals boost metabolism. By scientific evidence, does not fully support this claim. Metabolic rate is primarily determined by body size, composition, and age, not meal frequency. Eating every 2 hours can lead to excessive calorie intake and weight gain for some people. It's more beneficial to listen to your body's hunger cues and eat accordingly. The focus should be on the quality of food and maintaining a balanced diet rather than strictly timing meals to boost metabolism. Unless you're a bodybuilder that is jacked and is super lean or is trying to bulk up for the show, different things like that, those guys can eat every 2 hours because they have to eat, almost 6,000 calories a day because they got so much muscle. They're so huge. Most of them are taking some TRT or steroids, and they just have to eat all the time. So they wake up in the middle of the night. You are not, the average human being is not that kind of person. You do not need to eat every 2 hours to speed up your metabolism. There is no speeding up your metabolism. Your metabolism is what it is. I don't care what anybody out there says. You cannot speed up metabolism. It will slow down and it stays sped up it goes super fast when you're younger. But if you really think about your metabolism, what you did as a kid compared to, everybody says, oh, in my 30s, I can't eat as much, or in my 40s, I really just start packing on the pounds. And what really actually happens is you just stopped eating, tracking your foods, obviously. You just started probably eating more, and you stopped, your energy levels have gone way down. In your 20s, you're probably out just running around, meeting everybody, always on the go. And when you're teenagers, high school, you're always on the go. And then when you're 30s, you're sitting behind a desk, or, you're just sitting bored for 8 hours a day at work. Don't go to the gym. Don't do anything. Still eating the same foods that you ate in your 20s. And then in your 40s, it even catches up even more. You probably activity levels even gone down even more. That's why I say There's no speeding up your metabolism by eating every 2 hours. Scientific proof is there. Don't do it. Don't try it. You're most likely you're going to overeat unless you are fully tracking your meals and you want to eat 200 to 300 calories at each meal and you just feel like eating every 2 hours. Go for it, but it's not going to help you to lose weight unless you are in a calorie deficit. Number 8, I actually almost kind of believe this one for a little bit. Fresh produce is always better than frozen. And I actually started eating frozen. I just like fresh produce just because once you freeze it, the molecular structure changes and it almost gets a different texture. And apparently, after having my kids, I'm a texture guy. I didn't realize how much of a texture guy I was until my daughter is a texture freak. And I was like, oh, she probably got that from me. But the fact is that it changes the molecular structure. It doesn't change the actual vitamins and the minerals that are actually in it. So while fresh fruits and vegetables are nutritious, frozen produce is often equally beneficial and sometimes superior in terms of vitamin content. Produce is typically frozen at peak ripeness at a time when the most nutrients is packed in it. The freezing process can actually preserve many of the vitamins and minerals, whereas the fresh produce may lose nutrients over time during the transportation or storage. Frozen fruits and vegetables offer a convenient, cost-effective, and equally nutritious alternative to fresh, especially specific produce is out of season. And you also got to check the prices sometimes. Sometimes the fresh produce when it's in season, it can be cheaper than the actual frozen produce. So take a look at the prices, but most of the times it's going to come down to, can you handle the texture of the frozen food after it's been defrosted? That's where I can't do Brussels sprouts. I can do spinach in an actual meal, but just trying to throw some spinach on the side. I'm not eating that. Some cream spinach. No, not doing it. I can do frozen green beans, frozen broccoli, frozen cauliflower. Once it's chopped up for the cauliflower, I can't, for some reason, I can't eat it just the way it is. It's got a weird taste. I can't do frozen asparagus. I don't even eat peas. I don't eat frozen carrots, like that rice or the vegetable medley with the corn, carrots, and peas or something. I don't even know what it is. I don't eat that. I just mainly eat broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts from fresh ones, and kind of go from there. A lot of greens, a lot of bell peppers, onions. I could do bell peppers and onions frozen when you could buy the package. It used to come for $1.99. You got a whole bag, a whole pound of bell pepper and onion already chopped up. And then the price, once COVID hit, it just started hiking all the way up. I was like, I might as well just keep buying the fresh ones and then chopping it up myself. I got a new chopper too, and it's actually really super fast for a Dyson and even slicing. All right, number 9. If this one ever became true, do not listen to the news out there saying that lab meat is actually better for you, or vegan burgers, or whatever the heck they're trying to call this processed, chemically bound vegetable alternative nasty meat products. But number 9, red meat is bad for your health. No, keep eating the red meat. It's probably better for your health than anything else out. It's definitely better for your health than Doritos. You cannot tell me that a cow is actually worse for me than going out there getting a bag of Doritos or Pringles or cheese crackers or anything like that. So red meat has been tagged as unhealthy largely because of its association with increased risk of heart disease and cancer, particularly processed meats. However, unprocessed red meat consumed in moderation can be a valuable part of a healthy diet, as it is a rich source of protein, iron, zinc, and vitamin B12. It's even got creatine in it. The key is moderation and preparation. Opting for lean cuts and using healthier cooking methods such as grilling or baking instead of frying can minimize health risks. It's also beneficial to balance meat consumption with plenty of vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. I like steak. I love a ribeye. I will limit the amount of ribeye I eat and how many ribeyes I eat a week. But I still eat ground meat. The cool thing about ground meat, you don't even have to buy. You can buy 80-20, drain the fat off, and now you got some 93-7. It's going to be okay. It's not that serious as long as you're draining the fat off the meat. But the fact is, fat is still good for you. You still need fat. It's just going to be more calorific, so you'd have to cut your carbs or cut your fat somewhere else. But the main thing is you got to get your protein in. But you cannot hit your protein goal eating ribeyes every day, unless you're going with the carnivore diet or something like that. But on a full, balanced macronutrient diet, you will not be able to hit your goal eating all red meat every day because of the fact that it's just so high in fat. You can't eat sirloins, but you're still going to have to do like 1 or 2 protein shakes or something like that. But definitely eat some fruit and vegetables with it. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. Go with, they have that thing where it's like 800 grams. I probably put down about 400 grams of vegetables a day, 300 to 400. I've also started eating apples. I'm trying to get an apple in a day just because I wanted the fiber content of the apple. Are they healthy? I hope so, because I'm going to keep eating them. They're really good. Myth number 10, you shouldn't eat after 6 p.m. This one drives me bonkers. Like, all these myths drive me bonkers, but this one's another one that really gets my gears grinding. Like, oh, I can't eat after 6. I've been gaining weight because I ate at 8 o'clock at night. Look, your body doesn't care whether you eat at 10 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock at night. As long as you are in a calorie deficit, you're still going to lose weight. You might not have the best sleep eating at 10 o'clock and then trying to go to bed, but you're not going to gain weight because you ate after 6 p.m. There's no magic number on when you have to cut it off. As long as you get your calories in throughout the whole day, say you're supposed to eat 2,000 calories. If you get 2,000 calories in that day, you're good. If you get 2,200 calories in, but you ate after 6 p.m., you probably gain a little weight because you went over your calories. And that's over, a 6-7 day period, not just one day. So the idea that eating after 6 p.m. can cause weight gain is a myth that oversimplifies how weight gain occurs. Weight gain is a result of consuming more calories than you expend. Regardless of the time of day, what matters is the total caloric intake throughout the day, not the timing of meals. Some people might find eating later disrupts their sleep or digestion, but this is highly individual. For others, a healthy snack before bedtime can be part of a balanced diet, especially if it fits within their daily caloric needs. Listening to your body's natural hunger signals and eating accordingly is generally the best practice. I do agree with that, but I am hungry all the time. It's just all there is to it. People that can eat by the feel, like eat when they're done being hungry, all that. I can't do that. I have to strictly figure out how many calories I'm eating for that meal because I will overeat. I will go eat a whole pizza if you let me, but I really have to physically restrain myself to not eat the whole pizza. I have to say, no, I'm eating 2 pieces, and that's it. That's all I can do. That's it. Because if not, the whole pizza's coming down with me. And same with like peanut butter, like just jamming peanut butter on some apples. Like I have to like strictly measure out the peanut butter, only put peanut butter on 2 pieces instead of the 4 pieces. You have to measure your foods and go with it. But the people who can just not naturally eat, but just an intuitive eat, not happening here. More power to you if you can. Let me know how that works out for you. But other than that, that's what we got. We got the 5 myths that we just debunked. First one, detox diets are necessary to purify the body. And number 7, you need to eat every 2 hours to keep your metabolism high. And number 8, fresh produce is always better than frozen. And number 9, red meat is bad for your health. And number 10, you shouldn't eat after 6 p.m. And get your calories in for the day. It's not that serious. Stay in a calorie deficit. Work out. Walk. Try and get your 10,000 steps. I don't even get 10,000 steps in every day. And I work out 1 hour a day, hour 15 every day. It's going to be okay. Get your body moving. Eat right. Eat whole food. Stay off the junk food. Stay off the processed food. And let's get back after it. And like I said, it's a new year. Might do a new year. It's a new year. So make it count. It's 2025 and make it count. Thanks a lot. Everybody have a good day.